Actually, the Chanel Classic Flap really disappointed me. Hi and very welcome! My name is Mary, this is my channel Lumi Level Up, and I'm a luxury lover on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money, which I think this video will kinda showcase that I'm actually getting better with it. We are talking about a Chanel Classic Flap, yes, which is an incredibly expensive bag, yes. But I bought it years back when the price already was a lot, but not as crazy as it is today. And even back then, I felt like I paid too much for that bag, and I did not even buy it at the boutique, cause, well, here is the connection to a very recent video of mine experiencing bad customer service at a luxury boutique, which remembered me that I once wanted to make that video and then forgot about it. Now it's on my radar again, and the odds are not playing out in my favor too much today, cause first of all, I'm a little bit in a hurry. We are going to a crime theater night dinner. That's as well why I'm dressed completely in black and you probably cannot even see anything because it is a little bit vampire inspired. The crime dinner we go to, which has theater elements. I'm not even sure if you know what I'm talking about, if this is a German thing or if this is popular in other countries as well. You have dinner, and there are theater people giving a show for you, and you have to solve a crime during that dinner. The theater we watch is called the Blood Mistress, or what's a Gräfin? Lord and Lordess? The Blood Lordess? It's somewhat vampire themed, so I liked to dress kinda matching, but I'm getting so carried away. The other thing is that my battery from the camera is already somewhat low, but since I do not even have that much time left, it's a perfect fit. But since I don't have that much time, I did not prepare that well, but we will see if that will get in our way. So, let's talk about my Chanel Classic Flap bag, which I wanted to get when I started working my first corporate job after university. I definitely was not earning the big bucks, because I'm still not earning the big bucks years later, but especially when I started entering the workspace, I earned really bad. And looking back, it's insane that I still, with the salary I got, I decided to go for a Chanel bag. But I guess that's just the way I am, and that's the way I like to spend my money. With my very first salary ever at any kind of job, which was as a waitress while going to university, I bought that Louis Vuitton Speedy, which was my very first luxury bag, which we can cover in an upcoming video as well, because I never gave you a deep dive on that bag and how I even ended up falling into the luxury rabbit hole at all. When I got the Speedy as my very first luxury bag with my very first salary, I thought, wouldn't it be nice if with my very first corporate job, actual job after university job salary, I would get a classic Chanel flap bag, which has been a dream of mine for many years. I think when I thought about getting a classic Chanel flap for the first time, they were still around 2,500 euro, which already is a lot, but compared to the prices when I was ready to purchase one, and especially compared to today, well, 2,500 would have been a steal. I didn't earn enough in a month to buy that bag, but I had saved enough, by far enough, because I never purchase anything if I cannot actually afford it, so I had a lot in the bank, more than enough to get that bag, even though it was a crazy amount to spend on a bag when earning that little. I was ready, and some of you might know that I live close to a small town, so we don't have a Chanel boutique. The next one is in Munich, which is about a 2-hour car ride for me. And I wouldn't want to drive all the way to Munich, especially since I don't like driving the car too much, and I especially hate parking, so I wouldn't want to do that if I possibly might not even end up getting the bag I wanted. I called the Chanel boutique in Munich back in 2017, and I just kindly asked if they have a black Chanel Classic Flap caviar leather with silver hardware. I wanted to go for the silver hardware, which I ended up getting later on, because I thought silver is the more modern twist on that bag, and I might be able to score a vintage Chanel flap bag with golden hardware later on. I felt like there are more Chanel bags with golden hardware out there on the pre-loved vintage market. Looking back at that, I don't even think it is that case, because I have seen way more black and silver bags at good prices. If we are talking classic flaps, probably it is the case that there are more of the golden ones, but the prices on the pre-loved Chanel classic flaps skyrocketed so much that I did not even keep looking for those bags. So I let them know exactly what I want, and I wanted to make sure that they have one. I was quite open for the size. Back then, being how old? 27 maybe? How old have I been when I bought my first Chanel bag? Oh, which was not even my first Chanel bag. I do have a video about my very first Chanel bag, which kind of was a substitution purchase because it was under 1,000 euro. I think maybe even around the 600 to 700 euro mark. I purchased that one, which you cannot see on the thumbnail because I put another bag on the thumbnail. And I really did not like the quality of that very first vintage Chanel bag that I bought, so I ended up selling it years later, but I did never really consider this my very first Chanel bag because I was super disappointed with that one. So 27 was the age I was when I got my first classic Chanel flap bag. One would think that at 27 you already have quite some luxury shopping experience, but since I just started working, I really didn't earn well. I did not feel comfortable in those luxury boutiques. Till this day, I sometimes do not feel very good in those luxury boutiques. So I was kind of nervous. I'm not sure if the lady on the phone was able to tell. I don't think too much because I was probably able to play over it. But I just asked if they have the bag in whatever size that I would like to get a classic Chanel flap bag. And the lady on the phone was so not helpful. She was just like, yeah, well, she cannot tell me if they will have a bag at a particular day and I would have to come and then they would have to see if they have one. Mind you, it was still 2017 when there was not that much stupid games going on at Chanel, so really, is it so much to ask for to say if you regularly have those bags in stock? I don't think so. But she didn't want to commit on saying anything. It's just black and silver hardware and caviar leather. 3 criteria on their most popular bag shape, and she was not able to commit. I already had the money ready, I think. Back then, brand new at the boutique, they were around 5,000 euro, which once again is an enormous price tag, especially with my teeny tiny salary. But I was ready, I was committed, I had it saved up, I wanted to go to Munich and blast my money over that Chanel bag that I had dreamed of for years. But when she was so unhelpful at the phone, I thought to myself, I'm not going to drive 2 hours to Munich to then stand in a store and they might not have the bag I want and they did not treat me with respect to even begin with at the phone. Why should I do that? I was already into pre-loved at that point in time, at least looking around. And I think I was already doing pre-loved Louis Vuitton shopping, which Louis Vuitton was my very first luxury love, and I already had bought Louis Vuitton bags at the boutique in that time, so I was getting confident with that and looking for those bags pre-loved. So I thought, you know what? If they don't want to tell me if I can purchase a bag, maybe pre-loved is the way to go. And indeed, I did end up buying this Chanel Classic Caviar Leather Jumbo Single Flap, which is important to note here, on Vestiaire Collective, the platform that shall not be named on this channel anymore. I would not recommend anyone to shop there. You better believe me, I had that bag authenticated multiple times later on. I would not be able to sleep well not having done so, especially knowing about the platform what I know now. But it has come back authentic 3 times with 3 different providers. Quite optimistic about the authenticity of that bag now, but I would not be if I just had bought it at Vestiaire and didn't do my research afterwards myself, because I don't trust them anymore, but I'm getting carried away. I did not exactly know to go for a single flap or a double flap, and I think back then there was a lot of rumors going around that the double flaps are super heavy and some people really push the single flaps, which are not even produced anymore as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and let me tell you what I paid. So they were around 5,000 brand new at the store back then, and I paid 3,380 euro on the 4th of December 2017. The condition was quite good. Well, I think the condition was exactly the way it is now as well, which is a little bit out of shape, especially on the sides. I already thought about getting a bag shaper for that bag, never actually did so, still should do so. The good thing about it is that since it is already somewhat out of shape and shows first little signs of use, I'm not worried anymore to wear it, because when I first got that bag, I did not even carry it, because it felt like such a huge price tag that I spent on the bag that I was not ready to wear it. But now that the prices skyrocketed even furthermore, I feel like even if I would really run down that bag and the condition got way worse, I probably might still be able to get back my 3,500 euro that I spent on it. So now I'm way more comfortable wearing the bag, and since it is caviar, it is quite durable. But when I got the bag and I unboxed the bag, I immediately felt somewhat underwhelmed. I don't know what I was expecting. I had never seen a Chanel classic flap back in 2017 in real life. I just knew it from pictures and I just had in my mind that it would be this magical dream bag that you have to have. And I don't know what I was expecting, because back then the range I was kind of comfortable with spending was maybe 500 to 800 euro. I got my first Louis Vuitton bag for 520 at the boutique in 2011. So 6 years passed from starting to dip my toes into luxury shopping until I bought a Chanel classic flap bag. And I was just expecting more, because there was such a huge price difference from Louis Vuitton canvas bags especially to Chanel classic flaps that I was expecting magic. And when that bag arrived and it was just a bag, which, oh, what a surprise, it's just a bag, it was kind of disappointing. It grew on me over the years. I'm glad I bought it back when I bought it, because if I would spend, I don't even know what they cost now, 10,000? At least brand new? Well, probably I would not go brand new now either. Maybe I would get one for 5,000-ish, 6,000-ish pre-loved now. Well, I would be even more disappointed, because at the end of the day, it's just a bag. And the crazy thing here is, I was not amazed by that bag, and I told myself, maybe it is because it is a single flap. Maybe it is because it is the caviar leather. Maybe I made the wrong choices. Maybe the bag is too big. Maybe I need lambskin, and maybe I need a double flap, and maybe I need a smaller size. And then just about a month later, crazy me purchased already my second Chanel flap bag on the 5th of January of 2018. About a month later, after being disappointed from that bag, I ordered another one. And here comes the super embarrassing story. It still has the tags attached. Since January of 2018, I have not worn that vintage flap bag a single time. At first, when I got it, I was somewhat scared about the light color, and I wanted to keep it in pristine condition as long as possible. And I thought keeping the tags attached would keep the resale value higher, because then I have a proof that it is authentic and I did not use it. Well, laughs on me. I think I can finally remove those stupid Vestiaire Collective tags, because they say nothing at all about authenticity. Why keep them on and stop myself from wearing? Because there might have been times when I have considered to wear that bag and then I didn't do it, because I was like, well, but if I remove the tags? I feel like I give you a lot of insights in my crazy mind that might be kind of embarrassing to give, but that's as well why I started this video by saying that I have really gotten better. Because when I just started working and earning shit, I bought this classic flap and was disappointed. And 1 month later, I bought that classic flap and was not disappointed really. I think this one actually feels better and looks better than this one, because it is a double flap and it is the lambskin, not the caviar leather. But I did not even wear this one. Then I stopped at least buying Chanel classic flaps. Those are my only two ones, only Chanel classic flaps. I did buy some more Chanel bags over the time, pre-loved, like this vanity case. I started to look for very good deals, because I was not willing to spend those thousands on Chanel bags anymore, because I just think they are just bags. They are not that much better than other bags. And this is a struggle I kind of have, because I feel like the prices on luxury bags skyrocketed overall for all brands, and if you want to get a nice leather luxury bag these days, you have to pay multiple thousands, and it's just, I don't know if it's worth it to me. That's why I slowed down my shopping, and I'm trying to get better and more mindful, and I think I'm getting better with it. At the end of the year, we have to do a little recap of all the bags I bought this year, and then we can see. But looking at 2017 and 2018, this crazy Chanel thing I did back then, I don't regret it, because those bags, they increased their value. I'm glad I did make those decisions and experiences back then rather than now. But I would not be a less happy person if I would not own those bags. And I don't see myself spending that money on Chanel classic flaps ever again. I'm a little bit sad, because I think if I would have prepared and made a structure and cleared up my mind what I want to tell you, this probably could have been a very good video. This way it might be a little bit chaotic, but I had to use that I already had makeup on, and I had those thoughts on my mind for quite a while, so I thought, let's just throw them out there at you. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time, and bye! Did this make any sense at all? I don't know. Let me know. If I possibly might. If. Did you ever feel disappointed in Chanel? Well. Sorry, Chanel. This classic flap and one I bought this. For those concerned, I passed out after the appetizer and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. My blood and cardio were okay and I was allowed to go home that same evening. We don't know yet what it was and further outpatient examinations will follow, so I'll probably update you in an upcoming video.